So if you've been following along on our Instagram at all, you know that I've been trying to come up with different solutions for printing on fabrics. Now, one of the things that I was really struggling with was with my block printing on canvas. The problem with canvas is that it has a lot of tooth to the fabric. So anytime that you put a surface print ink down that's really, really tacky, like block printing ink, it doesn't actually absorb into the canvas. So what was happening was it was just sitting right up on top and I wasn't getting a really thorough print. I did want to share with you a little bit about the challenges that I was coming up against with doing the block printing ink on the canvas. So take a look at this.
I was talking to myself. Now I was thinking about somebody else. Bad luck and trouble, same old thing gonna bring me down. I'm coming inbound, like an inbound train. I gotta reach the center of my brain. Bad luck and trouble, same old thing gonna bring me down.
So you saw some of the things that I was struggling with the block printing, but it has resulted in me learning a little bit more about how block printing works and the different inks and how fun it actually is to carve out these blocks. Essentially is that you are just creating a relief, and that relief creates a stamp that you just ink on, press it down, and you get a nice print. Now there are things to consider, obviously. You have to make sure that you're using the right type of ink for the right type of substrate. So for this case, I'm using this regular block printing ink and I'm printing it on paper. Works just fine. The thing is that you have to make sure that you're putting enough ink down onto your roller so that it applies evenly throughout your stamp. So when you put it down, you don't get ghosted areas where the ink didn't actually make it to the paper.
Come back home, lying on the floor. I can't stand drinking, I can't take no more. My phone began to ring, baby asking me when I was coming home. Well, I'm downstairs, honey, and I'm feeling all alone. Well, I just had a couple, 2, 3, maybe 6. I tell you something, baby, I really had my kicks. Now I'm running to the bathroom. Oh man, I gotta get it all out. It could have been 12 or more, was more than enough, ain't got no doubt.
There is photo emulsion screen printing, where you use a chemical spread onto the screen and it fills all the tiny little holes on the screen, and when it cures and sets, then you expose it to light and wash it out after you've exposed it to light to show your design. So I think you can see there a little bit of the Slap Stuff Together logo. So this is what we use to print on our t-shirts.
Well, she's a little crazy, but I think that's alright. She can be okay in the morning and crazy late at night. Now when we disagree and she starts a fight, I better give her what she wants or I might lose my mind. Oh, girl wants a pink car, 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 girl wants a pink car. Man, I'm gonna lose my mind. I try to say hell no, but she wouldn't budge. She said that's what she wants, and who am I to judge? I think I might be losing my touch. Better get away before it gets too much, y'all. Girl wants a pink car, 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 girl wants a pink car. Man, I'm gonna lose my mind. Starting to stink out. Girl wants a pink car, 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 girl wants a pink car. Man, I lost my mind.
So if you get ink somewhere that you don't want it to go, you can use mineral spirits to remove it before you cure it all the way. And that's extremely helpful if your screen misprints or if you accidentally touch somewhere on the shirt that you didn't want to. For instance, this shirt, we couldn't print on it because in the area that was going to be the image, there were splotches of ink. So all you do is you take the mineral oil and you can put it directly on the shirt, or you can put it on a towel or a rag and you just wipe it away. For areas that are close to print that you don't want to remove, I wouldn't suggest dumping it on the shirt because obviously it's like oil and it bleeds throughout the shirt. So I would suggest just taking a Q-tip or a paintbrush and just slowly removing the ink from that area. It takes a little bit of elbow grease, but eventually it'll all come out. The mineral oils won't do anything to your shirt. There's my tip. One additional quick tip. If when you go through your shirts and you find that some did not fill out the way that you want with the ink, you can always take a paintbrush and apply a little bit of ink to the areas that you want. I suggest using kind of a rigid paintbrush because that'll be easier. Especially if it's detail area. So on these, the letters didn't come out quite as nice as I wanted them to. So I'm just gonna touch it up and hopefully that'll work.